I came across my high school schedule. Okay, my junior year of high school, my schedule. What the hell were we learning? You talk about just setting me up for failure. You should have seen this schedule. To give you an example, my first class of the day was study skills. Yes, study skills, where you learn how to study. Now, with that being said, you had to be the lowest of the low percentile wise in your grade, in your class to be assigned a study skills class. But yes, that is me. You're looking at him, Big Game Bob, alumni of the study skills class. What a ridiculous thing to do. Study skills. Boy, does that make me shitty looking back on it. Makes me feel real shitty looking back on it now. Really does. I'm surprised I didn't feel shitty about it at the time. I look back on it, it makes me feel like shit. You learn how to study in study skills. That's like coaching an NBA team. The players show up to the floor and you spend one day a week teaching your players how to tie their sneakers and properly put their sneakers on. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's like coaching Barry Bonds, and instead of throwing the guy batting practice, you teach him how to put on his batting gloves one day a week. Except this class, I had it 5 days a week. That's how I started every one of my days, was learning how to study in study skills. I wish I could find Miss Grasser, my old math teacher, and let her know that common denominators are the least of my worries right now. Not once has someone asked me for the square root of a number ever since walking out of her doors. What are we teaching our kids here? We're really not teaching the things that matter here, folks. I was looking at this schedule. I just couldn't believe it. Miss Grasser's class. No, look, I love Miss Grasser. But we used to spend our time deciding whether or not a triangle was obtuse or acute. And I believe, if my memory serves me correct, obtuse is anything over 90 degrees, acute is anything under 90 degrees. Is there somebody, maybe I'm wrong, is there somebody from my class that has a job right now where they call them in and say, hey, John, we're really going to need you at work today? We're having a crazy day. John shows up to work. It's just a bunch of triangles. It's just 5 triangles. Acute, 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 obtuse, obtuse. Okay, thank you very much, John. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for bringing your protractor along. Has anybody ever had to use their protractor since leaving high school or middle school? You ever had to bust that thing out? Sweetie, we got to turn around. We got to go back home. Why? Did you forget your mask? No, I actually forgot my protractor. We're going grocery shopping. Why do you need your protractor? I don't need my protractor for anything. We are not teaching the things that matter. You should see this schedule. It was absolutely ridiculous just to look at. For example, in gym class, I looked and I saw gym class. I remember back to my junior year of gym. We used to spend an entire semester playing badminton. Yes, folks, badminton. When was the last time you found yourself in a badminton game where you won some money in a badminton tournament? Most of you probably couldn't even spell badminton. We played it for a full semester. People take my money on the golf course all the time. However, if they ever catch me on a badminton course, it's going to be bad news for them. When that day comes, if it ever does, if you catch me on a badminton court, it's going to be a long day for my opponent. Meanwhile, I'm just throwing 50s around left and right on the golf course because I can't make a putt. But my junior year of high school, I spent an entire semester just playing badminton. I don't know how to change a tire, but I got a better backhand than Roger Federer when it comes to badminton. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? I'm not going to take any of this shit with me. I wish I would have known that in the time in high school. I mean, this is ridiculous. I just kept looking the schedule up and down, up and down. I couldn't believe it. Yet I go to a washer machine now. I don't even know what button to press. Those are the things that matter. We got a new machine in our complex. There's got all types of buttons on it. permanent press, you got the delicates, you got the whites, you got the colors. I want to know, is permanent press for my sheets and covers? Do I do delicates for that? Why, if I click delicates, does the washer give me less of a time than if I click colors? If I click colors, it washes for 38 minutes. If I click delicates, it only does 28 minutes. What if I want to put my clothes in delicates and get the same wash it would get X colors? I don't know. Now, if I click colors and one of my white socks happens to get thrown into that, will that be a problem for the rest of the batch? Or is it okay if I let one slip into the colors? One white Adidas socks goes into the colors. Does that just screw everything up? I do not know. These are the things that matter, folks.